What's up, boxing fans? This is TBE Boxing back at you again. Today's topic: Kate Abdo's good sperm, Ryan Garcia, promised to knock out Gervonta Tank Davis in 2 rounds. Let's chop it up and see what it's all about.
Got the money for minutes, pretty bitch, gotta show me titties. This is the life that I chose, huh? On the block with the pole, huh? This is the life that I chose, huh? On the block with the pole, huh? That life for riches, huh? That life for riches, huh? Pretty bitch, show me titties, huh? And I got the glazy run up on me, I'ma make you get it. I'ma make you get it.
What's up, boxing fans? Let's talk some boxing today, okay? So, as the title says, Kate Abdo. If you guys don't know who she is, let me play the clip for you real quick. She talked about how, she gave Ryan Garcia's father a compliment about his sperm. Here's the video clip. Take a look at it.
Joined by father to two of the fighters that are on the card this evening. Sean Garcia already fought. Ryan Garcia, of course, the main attraction. Henry Garcia, it's great to have you here with us tonight. You make them pretty, you make them athletic. That's some good sperm you got there, sir.
Thank you, Kate.
Okay, there it is. All right, so good sperm, Kate Good Sperm Abdo. Okay, so Ryan Garcia, who I call Kate's Good Sperm, went on social media and promised that he would knock out Tank Davis in 2 rounds. You heard it right. He said he will knock Tank Davis out in 2 rounds. Okay. I mean, that's a bold prediction. I mean, can it happen? I mean, can he do it? That's the question. Okay. Now, I mean, I understand, Ryan Garcia is feeling himself. I mean, he is good sperm, according to Kate Abdo. But anyway, it seems like, after the stoppage of Campbell, he's feeling, good about himself. Okay, I guess you could say, he's feeling himself at this point in his career. Okay, so he's out there on social media talking about how he's gonna knock out Gervonta Davis. Okay, so I mean, we're gonna talk about that, and we're gonna see, is he just talking to be talking, or is he serious? Because I mean, I've heard that his handlers, his team, wants to avoid the Tank Davis fight right now because they don't feel that he's ready yet for the Tank Davis. You know what I mean? Now Tank Davis has been brought on very carefully by Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather Jr. And I think that Tank had a chance to fight the Matrix a couple of fights ago. I mean, before he lost to Teofimo. That's Lomachenko, the Matrix. Tank had a chance, I believe, to fight him, but they never really took that fight. People was calling for that fight, but they never really took it. I guess the feeling in Tank's camp was at the time, was a couple of years ago, that he wasn't really ready yet for Lomachenko at the time. And we all saw what Teofimo did. Kept jumping out the starting gate right away, went after Lomachenko and ended up beating him, and now he's the undisputed champ. Well, not undisputed because unified. I would say because Devin Haney has the belt, as one of the belts, WBC belt. So Tank never took the opportunity to fight Lomachenko. Teofimo did it right away, without, he wasn't brought along carefully. His father threw him in there with the lion, and he ate the lion. Okay, and now he's, he took the risk, and now he had the reward. So it seems like, Ryan Garcia's people have been bringing him along carefully up until the point where they put him in there against Luke Campbell. And, they still want to bring him along carefully. They're saying that they don't think he's ready yet, from what I'm hearing. But it looks like Ryan Garcia, feels that he's ready. Okay. And now I must say that, before this fight, I predicted that Ryan Garcia would lose against Luke Campbell. I thought, they was bringing him along carefully, and I thought they should continue to bring him along carefully because he wasn't ready for prime time. But I was totally wrong. He went in there, you know, did his thing, and ended up stopping Luke Campbell in 7 rounds. I mean, he got knocked down, you know, but he got up, went out there, and did what he had to do. So the question is, can he do the same thing against Tank Davis? Okay, Gervonta, you know, has a lot more experience than Ryan Garcia, I would think, in terms of, you know, championship fights, you know, top level fights, and you know, Tank has good power. Okay, he could knock you out. So, is Ryan Garcia really ready to face Tank Davis at this point in his career? Well, I mean, he seems to think so. I mean, you know, he's out there. I mean, he's not only saying he's ready, he's saying that he could knock Tank out in 2 rounds. You know, he could stop him in 2 rounds, which is a big, you know, that's big talk. You know, but can he back that up? Now, I'm not really sure about that. Okay, I mean, what I see is that Ryan Garcia definitely has the tools. By tools, I mean, you know, he has the right physical capabilities in order to make a fight with Tank, you know, very difficult for Tank. Okay, he has height. Okay, he has reach, and he has power. Okay, he has those tools. Okay, those natural, you know, tools that, you know, certain fighters have that just comes naturally. Okay, we're not talking about, you know, I mean, his training and his, you know, his regimen and how he actually approach fighting, you know, execution and so forth and so on, how he executes in the ring. Now, I think he has the tools, like I said, to beat a Gervonta Tank Davis, because, like I said, he has the height, the reach, and he has the power. Okay, and, you know, he's got the speed as well. Now, whether he can translate that into a winning strategy to beat Gervonta Davis, who is the more experienced fighter, is a whole nother ball game, a whole nother story. Okay, this is where execution come in. Can he execute the right strategy, the right plan, you know, to be able to overcome the experience and raw power and speed of a Gervonta Davis? Because Gervonta Davis is no slouch in there in the speed department either. I mean, you know, he has good power in both hands. Okay, he's a good boxer. You know, slick in there sometimes. So we don't know. I mean, can Ryan overcome all that? Well, I mean, if we look at the last fight that Tank had, you know, where I mean, I didn't think he looked that good in that fight. Okay, he went the distance, and you know, didn't look, you know, he had a stoppage in the 12th round at the end of the day. But I mean, oh, excuse me, I'm thinking about the fight before that. The last fight he had was against that Mexican kid, where he stopped him, I think, in the 9th round or something like that. I don't remember the exact round that he stopped him in. But Leo Santa Cruz, he stopped him with an uppercut. But before that, he had another fight prior to that where he didn't look as good, you know, against, I guess you could say, I mean, you know, not top level quality opponent. So in the Leo Santa Cruz fight, he looked pretty good. I mean, against Leo Santa Cruz, but Leo Santa Cruz, again, it was, you know, from a lighter weight, 126 coming to 130, and, you know, Gervonta was coming down from 135 to 130, so they met at 130, and Gervonta Davis was able to stop him. Now, I thought that fight was a fight where Leo Santa Cruz was clearly overmatched, you know, because, again, he was coming up, and, you know, Tank was coming down, so he should have been a stronger fighter, and he showed in there. You know, I thought it was a mismatch, basically. But Tank went in there and he did his thing. But now, prior to him doing his thing, you know, he was getting touched by Leo Santa Cruz. Okay, I mean, and Leo Santa Cruz is not, you know, a bigger fighter than Tank. Okay, so what's gonna happen when Tank goes in there against a bigger fighter, a fighter who's probably stronger than him, a fighter who has the reach, you know, a fighter who has the power, and a fighter who can touch him, like Leo Santa Cruz was touching him. How is he going to do against a fighter like that? Well, we don't know, and this is what we're going to see. But again, we don't know how slick Ryan Garcia really is. I mean, he was pretty slick against Luke Campbell. He did his thing against Luke Campbell. He made some mistakes in there as well. But can he translate his win over Luke Campbell into a win over Tank Davis? We're going to have to see. And the jury is still out on that one, I would think. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to run in there and say, well, yeah, he can beat Tank right now. Even though I don't think, even though I think that Tank, he has all the advantages in order to beat a Tank, except for the experience, I would think. Okay, and in terms of experience, I'm talking about ring generalship, experience in top fights, and overall skill level. Okay, execution. But he shows a lot of promise, and I think Ryan Garcia definitely has a lot of promise. If they do the right thing in terms of his training, I think he has the potential to beat a Tank Davis. I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again. He has the tools, and I think that he can probably, if they could give him the right training and the right strategy, I think he can beat Tank Davis because he definitely has the tools to do it. Okay, and like I said, we saw how Tank looked against Leo Santa Cruz and how he looks against the previous fight. I don't know why I keep forgetting this guy's name. The Cuban fighter he fought, who was basically on his way out at this point in his career, But Tank didn't show me much in that fight. Went the distance, and he knocked out Leo Santa Cruz. But again, Leo Santa Cruz is a smaller fighter. So it'll be an interesting fight to see how he looks against Ryan Garcia in there. Big, tall, strong kid with good speed and power. And so, we'll have to see how that shapes up. Okay. At this point, I'm thinking it's a 50-50 fight. Okay. We are a long way from that fight. If that fight is going to be next for both guys, I'm not sure. But Ryan Garcia definitely wants it to be his next fight. He's calling for the fight, and he's doing it, loudly. He's calling out Tank Davis loudly, and even, predicting that he's going to knock Tank Davis out in 2 rounds. So it should be an exciting fight as long as it lasts. Okay, and we know that Tank can definitely knock you out, and we see that Ryan can stop you as well, the way he stopped Luke Campbell with a body shot. So again, I would love to see that fight. I think it's a good fight next for both guys, and I guess the winner after that can fight Devin Haney. So, or Teofimo Lopez. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's what's out there right now. Ryan Garcia is calling out Tank Davis and says that he will knock him out in 2 rounds. So let's see if they make this fight next for Ryan Garcia. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing if it happens. I think it'll be a great fight, okay, and I'd love to see it. I think that's all I have for right now. I'm going to leave it there. This is TBE Boxing. I'm out.